Hi, this is Jay Wilson, back again for the third in a series of videos about how to defeat John Boehner on January 3rd. Today's Wednesday, December 19th, and yesterday Boehner announced that the House will take up a Plan B bill that could blow up the fiscal cliff negotiations. I don't usually show my anger, but this is outrageous. That's why I'm glad we have a Plan C to defeat John Boehner, but now there are only 15 days left until the House selects its Speaker for the next 2 years. Here's a chart showing the House of Representatives as it will be as of January 3rd when the new Congress is sworn in. There will be 201 Democrats and 234 Republicans. If John Boehner is re-elected Speaker, he will likely continue to run the House according to the Hassard Rule. The Hassard Rule means that the Republican Speaker will not bring to a vote any bill unless it has the support of a majority of Republicans. Half of the 234 Republicans is 117. So the 117 most conservative members of the House, seen here outlined in black on the far right of the chamber, which is only 27% of the total House membership, can stop any compromise legislation that has been negotiated with the Senate and the White House. That's why Boehner has such a hard time negotiating and compromising with President Obama. For comparison, the Senate filibuster rule allows a minority 41% of the Senate to stop a bill. But just like the filibuster isn't required by the Constitution, neither is the Hassard Rule. The House doesn't have to be run that way. A bipartisan leadership could look for support from a majority of the entire House, not just Republicans, on any given piece of legislation. That would mean no bill would need the far left or the far right, but simply a majority in the middle. Once the House votes for a Speaker who follows the Hassard Rule, all the power goes to the far right-wingers, while the moderates will be ignored for the next 2 years. But for that one vote for House Speaker, the moderates are the deciding votes. They have all the power. They could decide to vote with the Democrats, who would then reward them with chairmanships of important committees and other influence. Or they could vote to give up all their power by siding with the Republicans. On January 3rd, the newly sworn-in House will elect a Speaker as its first order of business. The Republicans will nominate John Boehner. The Democrats would normally nominate the Democratic leader in the House, who is currently Nancy Pelosi. But if the Dems can make a deal ahead of time with the moderate Republicans, they could nominate one of those moderates. Then it will be a Republican versus a Republican for the speakership, with the 17 moderate Republicans and the 201 Democrats providing the votes necessary to elect the moderate Republican. Why not nominate a moderate Democrat instead? Personally, I think there's no way you'll get 17 moderate Republicans to vote for a Democratic Speaker. I think it's asking too much. They'd already be doing something that will get them labeled as traitors by many Republicans, even though they'd be doing this for their country. That's all for today. If you liked this video, please pass it along. And to watch the next in the series, for more on how to defeat John Boehner, just search in YouTube for Defeat John Boehner. Thank you.